the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers. We're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, at Acrisure Stadium. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC, between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Please welcome your 2026 Pittsburgh Steelers.
On the Ravens sideline, a look at their head coach. These guys looking for a repeat of last week's win here. On the Steelers sideline, that is head coach Mike Tomlin. These guys are ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. Will Lutz looks about ready to go, ball teed up. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt with you in the booth. And we're off and running from the Steel City. He's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
And he's brought down after a short game. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. That one complete to Diggs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. First down from the 42. Shotgun snap to Stafford. As a man, Justin Jefferson. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. This is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. They stick with McCaffrey. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now. No run here. It's McCaffrey. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. We send a man in motion. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. And that is Cox. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. All right, partner, 1 drive in, and we can say this guy's been perfect. 4 passes, no incompletions, and that touchdown to end it.
And you and I both know that incompletion will come eventually. Might not arrive for a while, man. That offense was humming on that opening drive, and they can't wait for their second bite.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's John Mechie on the return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. And bringing them out to one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? The former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the 1 interception. His effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win. And certainly some momentum to build on today.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and
Darnold. It's a screen play to Genty. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Third down, and they need to get 10.
third and 10.
Here he goes, third and long. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, fourth down coming up. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
And he's brought down before the return gets far.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. First and 10. Stafford now off the play fake. Dump off caught by his back. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. Second down coming up. Stafford from the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Stafford now on third down. He's going to loft one deep to the left. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force fourth down.
I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up. But that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. Mike Tomlinson and his Steelers out there for another drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. First play is going to be a give to Genty. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
From the gun, Darnold. Pass is caught. That's Tim Patrick. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
He was defended by Jonathan Owens.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
No throw, third and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. Cameron Johnston on the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. The Ravens are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And you can see that he's likely in store for some serious work today. He's coming into this final game in position to finish as the league's rushing champ. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. For the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20. Running back motions right. Fits it through the this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Baltimore, first down. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Baltimore.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
His effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Stafford back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
Throwing is Stafford on third. Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. They've got first down here from the 36.
That's good for Baltimore.
Throwing now, Stafford. Into traffic, complete. And not much doing, he stopped quickly.
Justin Jefferson. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
On second down, here's McCaffrey.
the Steelers' 32-yard line.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they're going to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
To the air on third and long. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's another Baltimore first down. A gain of 12.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Brought in. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
To throw, Stafford. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and goal.
brings up second and goal.
Stafford throwing again. And he hauls in the interception. Look at Xavier Woods in there to pick it off. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders are willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
On first down, Jensen. Boy, were they ready to try and stick him there for the safety. As it stands, he's only able to maybe get back to the 2. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9.
At the 2-yard line.
Another give here to Jensen. They'll bring him down to put an end to this opening quarter. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. 7-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They've got a first to begin the frame. Throwing here, Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. They'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. This is second and 6 coming up.
It's now second and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Now Darnold. Short pass brought in. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up third and 4.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. In by his back here, this Jensen. And this spot is going to be closed, but he does not have that first. They're going to face fourth and short.
Well, you can you do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. We dodged the tackle. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. The Ravens are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. That's caught left side by Vela. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Gets it downfield, working the left. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field. That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Line up the design keeper. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
5 DBs out there for the Steelers. Third down. Third and long for him here. Launch this one up, looking deep to the right side. Brought in inside the 20. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down to the 16-yard line. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
Gain of 37 yards. First down, Baltimore.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 16.
And tight end in motion. Stafford now against a blitz. Into the hands of Knox, complete. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
That's good for a Baltimore.
McCaffrey. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's...
And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 13-0 lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Steelers, nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This is Mechie with the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback, as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down. It's 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off. That's Bobby Wagner. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. I think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of an interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's going to be okay. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Stafford now on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're into the drop in. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
They pick the handoff now. Stafford. That's complete to Vele. Take him down right along the 30. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Stafford. He's got it in the red zone. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Stafford gonna go on 4th. He's got a man. Vele has it. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Gain of 6.
Again, left side to McCaffrey. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a 1st down run. He picked up 7. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 5-yard line.
Going run again with McCaffrey. And he's going to be knocked backwards. This loses yards to the 7. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Ground game works for the touchdown. The Ravens take a 20-zip lead. Matthew Stafford the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
He's brought down just inside the 25. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And things are really getting away from him, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
This is Gentine on 2nd. Has some daylight through the 40. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. From the gun, Darnold. Completed over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. 12 yards on that play and a good call, nets him the first. Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. Going on first, here's Darnold. Isn't holding up, they're into the drop in. And that drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field in more than a second or two. With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Finds the in route complete. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Now the chance to escape with a pick. Defense got to buckle down now as they line up for second down. And again, it's Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. And is Darnold on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. And I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a 4th quarter clutch kick to have that confidence built. That's important.
Starting from the 5. He's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Ravens and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. First down throw here for Stafford. That's Knox. He's got it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 5 still to go here. This is second down. Back to throw here, Stafford. Gets him on the in route. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball with the 44. Throwing now on first down. Stafford. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw and force something. It brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He's back to throw. And he gives himself up after a short gain. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Just hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. This is Mechie with the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Looking slant route, complete. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40.
Gain of 11. That's good for us Steelers. First down.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. The stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Another Steelers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
I love that jet sweep for so many different reasons, Kate. But I really love when you get your athlete coming across, building up speed, so you can take off once that edge is set. He gets to that field, turns that type of run into a highlight reel run.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. The incompletion still at that 31-yard line, second and 10.
Leads to second and 10.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. And we keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Genty from the gun. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up first and goal.
11 more yards. That's good for us Steelers. First down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Back to Genty. So much for finishing things on the ground. He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Brings up second and 9. And the Ravens.
Darnold looking to throw. He brings it in. And he's tackled for a short gain. Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play of inch as they get set for 36. It's a screen play to Genty. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers make it an 11-point ball game. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Ravens are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. On first down, here's Stafford. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll get it up to the 27.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 27.
Stafford from the gun. Locates Jefferson along the sideline. Complete. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40.
14 yards. That's good for Baltimore.
The pistol, McCaffrey. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers out front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And he gets back to the line, but no more.
22.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. He is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. And that brings up 4th and long. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Rigoberto Sanchez will kick it away.
The Steelers take over first.
The Steelers and running back Ashton Genty headed back out there. And his rookie season has been among the best of all the guys we heard announced in this past NFL draft. You can see that late in this campaign, he is one of the top contenders for Offensive Rookie of the Year. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up second and 10.
Blitz coming, Darnold. He's got it downfield near the edge. First down from the 41.
Steelers, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Shotgun give here to Jensen. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
To throw, here's Darnold. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Just after the catch, he is hit and stopped. A nice gain, though, down to the enemy 41.
Steelers, first down.
They give up the guts. It's Genty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. Lay it out for this one, and he makes the catch. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Steelers, first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Now it's Reynolds. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that first down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. Second down coming up.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Darnold. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Dalton Schultz. It's a gain of 6. Makes it third and 4.
Darnold with it on third and short. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Darnold, fourth down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their man was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, 99% of what they did was excellent. Right play call, good route, great throw. Just needed to make that catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert every time.
Start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on second.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. On the counter, McCaffrey. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Last one, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Second and 9.
Here's Stafford. Taken in by Vele, right side. He won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense, and play loses yards.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one. It kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
Throwing is Stafford on third. He puts some air under it deep down the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And they could really use a good one here. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely. And that'll be a touchback. Here's Darnold, first and 10. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. We'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion.
brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Giving this to Genty. Escapes the defender. And they're going to bring him down after his play. Rips up quite a chunk of yardage there. Up to the 30.
Gain of 10 yards.
Only one quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Darnold. Escapes the pocket. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on 1st down. Now Darnold off the play action. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Brought in by his back here. It's Genty. Oh, he's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on 3rd down.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. Coach John Harbaugh sending his Ravens offense back to the field. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Back to McCaffrey on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Stafford now. That one complete to Diggs. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Ravens.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll try it right with McCaffrey. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
At his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun snap to Sanford. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. Their punter making his way out now. The Steelers and running back Ashton Genty headed back out there. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this 2nd half. First call here coming from the shotgun. Straight ahead with Genty. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
This offense has now left some ground to make up a little bit here on on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
It's second and 8.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. He'll come up on 1st and 10.
Gain of 11. That's good for us Steelers.
Now Darnold. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. 8 yards on the
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Mechie hauls it in. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
He'll try to do it himself, and he'll get them enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
There's a reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Going on first. Here's Darnold. Finds Genty underneath. And he's going to go down right along the midfield strike. Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And off to Genty. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. No place to go. Ravens take him down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge? There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Play fake. Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
And he missed it. It's no good. And it stays a 2-possession game at an 11-point margin.
They needed a few things to go right to make a comeback. At the first one, well, you had to. That was not a want to. That was a have to with that field goal. Without it, tough to imagine overcoming a 2-score deficit, Kate.
The Ravens and Stephon Diggs getting set for this next offensive possession. Great spot to start a drive in here. The Ravens set it up 1st and 10. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. All he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
13 yards.
Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. First down from the 42. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. They stick with McCaffrey. Shoots away from one. They're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. A pickup of 17. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Baltimore.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
Here's a design run. Offensive line, 2nd down. They're going to pass it here. Drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. And drawn up for him. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. Well, Brock, the playoffs didn't materialize for them this year, but at least they were able to rally together here in this final week and close the campaign out with a victory.
Yeah, you know, once those playoffs are out of the picture, your focus really becomes building some hope for next season. Ending things on a good note, getting people excited about your tape and what's to come in the future. And in this win, we certainly saw some of those moments and make me excited to see them chase the playoffs next season.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.